So we are going to read the confessions, and I'm gonna react to them as usual. So yeah, there we go. All right. So Six Brown Chicks, they do this every Wednesday. It's Thursday now, so shout out to them. I'm a day late, but it is what it is. So we're gonna get right into it for the sake of time. So you already know the drill. Copy and paste. We're gonna let somebody read it. Who's gonna read it today? Let's see. Let's see. Who do we want to read it today? I think I'll go with Jamie. Yeah, let's go with Jamie. She gonna read it today. All right. Take it away, Jamie.
For their 1-year anniversary of being a couple, I surprised my best friend and her man with a fantasy he wanted, to watch the two of us in bed. I'm a dancer, he's been to my club and I've given him free lap dances several times. My friend has no idea. I worked that night and didn't shower because I wanted him to experience the club smell in his bedroom. I shoved her face in my and she revolted, and left us in bed together. I expected him to stay in bed with me, finally give me but he followed her into the other room. I left. She hasn't responded to my texts since, and he comes to the club but spends his money on the other girls. I should have conquered him by now. Why is he avoiding me? What to do?
Okay, well, in my perspective, he's avoiding you because what is it, the wife? Is it the wife? Yeah, the wife. I guess the wife. Whatever. I'll just say the wife. But the wife said so. That's really what it is. Or the 1% chance that he came to his senses and he's like, what am I doing this for? But, that's just what it is, You got put on the bench. It's okay. It all happens. It happens to the best of us. You got put on the bench. Probably because you wanted to have the club smell on you when you went there. That's disgusting. I would have put you on the bench myself. Like, you smell gross. No, you will never, ever get nothing from me if you smell, no. Absolutely not. But to your friend, though, I feel like that's deceiving your friend too. I feel like that girl was deceiving her friend too. Cause if it was cool, with it, like, okay, I see that surprised my best friend and her fan with the fantasy that he wanted. I don't know. It's just something's not right with me. And if something's not right with me and I'm on the outside looking in, then something is not going on right in that little dynamic that y'all got. So yeah, it's best that y'all just leave each other alone and let you guys, come back to your senses, I guess, whenever the time allows you. All right, so confession number 2. Confession number 2. Let's see.
My coworker blessed me with twin sons. She still pursues me for sex, but I only hooked up with her because my male coworker/lover came out the closet and he was attempting to expose me as well. He was fired. I'm not attracted to women. It took cocaine and bis 3xp0rn for me to perform with my female coworker, and I worked hard to forget that night. I'm grateful for my sons, but I never want to touch her again. I'm seeing an older, married man and he satisfies me. How do I tell her that I'd like to be in my sons' lives, but I want nothing to do with her? I don't want to piss her off and make her come after me for child support. Help.
Okay, what you need to do is tell her exactly that. You tell her that I don't like you. I like the kids though. I'll be there for the kids, but I don't want nothing to do with you. I have my own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It's that simple. Don't make it complicated. I mean, you're making your life complicated by doing cocaine and bro. Cocaine and watching prawn. I don't know if I can say the word, but watching prawn. If that's what it takes for you to sleep with somebody, obviously that's not your orientation. That's not your body, and that's okay. I'm not judging. I don't care what people do with their with their sex life, you know what I'm saying? But if it took that, low key, I feel like there's a little part of that guy that will do anything for, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little part in him that will open himself up to do whatever with whoever or whomever, whatever the word is. But I don't know. He says he's not attracted to women. I'm under the right circumstances. Apparently you are, buddy. You had a kid, so, or two kids rather. So yeah, I feel like you should just let her know that that's not your body. You're not his body, and that's okay. Just let her know I'm not for that. I'll be in the kids' lives, all that. I'll be a good dad, whatever the case may be. But, it is what it is. Question number 3.
We've been dating for 2 years. His wife went into labor on my birthday. He live-streamed his thoughts as a strong black man and how vulnerable he felt while waiting for his new king to arrive. His legacy continues, he said, because Yahweh blessed him with a beautiful, fertile queen. Meanwhile, he begged me to end my pregnancy last year. When I told him I was pregnant, he told me that his firstborn should come from his wife. He said, when you make a mistake, you gotta fix it. You've gotta make this right. He knew me before he got married. He flew me out to sleep with him cause his wife was too sick when they went on their honeymoon. I was on their honeymoon with them at a different hotel, and I know he loves me, but why does he constantly remind me that I'm second place to his wife? I should have had his firstborn. How do I assume my true role as number one in his life?
You're not number one. You're on the bench. He used you for sex. You just can't understand that. And it sucks. Because a lot of people think like that too. A lot of people think like, oh yeah, I'm number one. He does all this for me. He does it because it's convenient for you. You think if you weren't able to fly out there, he would have just been like, oh my gosh, I just can't. I can't do it. Like, I can't live without you. No, he's going to find somebody else to fly that would be convenient enough to fly out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he's doing is wrong, of course, 1000%. You shouldn't be, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're married, you're on a honeymoon, under the circumstances that it's y'all two, then yeah, that's wrong, obviously. But some people are polyamorous and all that other stuff, whatever the case may be. Okay, that's cool too. But under these circumstances, you are wrong. The guy is wrong. First of all, the guy is wrong because he's trying to save face, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, God has gifted me with like a kid and all this other stuff, but he wanted it gone. Like, either he came around his senses or he's putting up a front lying, which I'm probably going to assume that he's lying given the other issues and other, things that came up in the rest of this story. But, as far as the girl, you're not you're not the number one in his life. You're probably not even number two. I'm not even going to lie to you. You were just the most convenient at that time. And it sucks that you gotta ask, 6 brown chicks and everyone that watches this, all 92.1k viewers, to help you out. So yeah, that's tough. Number 4. All right, number 4, talk to me.
I know bald and bearded men are emotional terrorists. Still, I have a 1-month-old son with one. My baby daddy fell out of a car during a drag race and another car ran him over. So now he scoots around my house in a chair, begging for food or a sponge bath. I need help with our baby, and I'm furious that he's never able to help me. I have 2 kids now, not the partner/helpmate I deserve. So, I was late for work after bathing them both, again, and my boss fired me via text. I turned my car around and went back home. I opened the door and saw him walking around on the phone. Me, you can walk. Why you got me washing your ass? Him, I like it when you wash me. I can walk more and help out if you want. Neither one of us have a job now, but I noticed that his fave things are disappearing from our apartment. He's probably moving back to his wife's house. I don't want to break up, I'm just tired of bathing a grown man. And I don't want his wife to have him. Advice.
You're cooked. You are cooked. Your whole mindset is destroyed. You're not worried about bathing a grown man where he's been clearly lying to you, saying that he can't walk and now he can walk. You have bigger things to fry. This is bad. You're cooked. I'm sorry. You are. First of all, you don't even know if he's going back to his wife's house. You said he's probably moving back to his wife's house after disappearing from the apartment. Outside of the fact that he already has a wife, you're not the wife. Once again, you are on the bench. You are a backup. In situations like this, the main girl is not getting lied to like this. Is it wrong? Yes, because he has somebody other than the main girl. If it is a one-on-one relationship, if it's polyamorous or polygamy, whatever it is, then yes, that's okay. Whatever, that's the terms. But if I'm assuming it's a one-on-one, so what he's doing is wrong. But you're cooked. That's what it comes down to. You're cooked. I hope that you can choose one of two ways to go about this. Either confront him and be like, you know what, why is the stuff disappearing? Are you moving back with your wife? Or like, what's going on? Like, confront him and try to see what's going on. Or number two, realize your worth, realize you don't come second to nobody, and leave. Because I used to be a big proponent of like not ghosting people and doing stuff like that. But it comes a time where you say something and then they just don't understand. They just don't get it. And the only thing that you can do is just remove yourself from the situation. Call it ghosting, whatever it is, what it is. If they don't understand, if they don't get it, I don't know if you try to talk to him or not, but if they don't understand, if they don't get it, then you just got to remove yourself. Like, what's the point of like talking to a brick wall? That's just what it is. But I don't know if you talked to him. I honestly doubt that you did, but that's my advice to you. Realize your self-worth and get out of there. You don't deserve to get lied to like that. Nobody does. It's terrible. Number five, talk to me.
I'm 4 months pregnant. My fiance's mom and aunt live in a beautiful refurbished van. That's cool, and they make their money as fortune tellers/palm readers. They're really good, well known here in NOLA. But they're also 50-year-old sex workers. They park the van in the abandoned lot next to our house, and the stream of old men that go in and out of that van is embarrassing. My fiancé swears they're just reading palms. But his Aunt Missy, who always has disturbing cold sores, told me, I can never retire from Hawaiian G. The tricks always find me. Missy also told me that my fiancé was a trick baby, and that my child would be the first in the family to know who their daddy is. I'd like to delete this pregnancy and move on, but it's too late. I don't want my baby around a family like this, and I don't know what to do. Help.
Well, unlike the other people in these confessions, you actually realized the worth and understood what's going on. So I would discuss it with the family, discuss it with your fiance, and not in a way that, oh, I don't want them around these hoes out here. You know what I'm saying? No, not like that. I'm saying like address it in a way that's like, listen, this type of lifestyle is not one that I want to have my kid around. Talk to the fiance about this first. That's the number one person. Make the fiance known of your feelings. I don't want my baby around a family like this. I don't, this type of lifestyle, I don't want it. And if the fiance is a good one, then he would be like, okay, let's, let's look at some other options. Let's move somewhere. Let's, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just what it is. Just have a conversation. That's really all it is to it, honestly. The I think the fiance may be a little delusional. Um, well, I mean, I know he is, considering the fact that you said that the aunt said I can never retire from hoeing. So clearly they're not just reading palms in there. But you need to tell you need to tell your fiance how you feel. That's really what it is to it. Don't tell us. Don't tell people at Six Brown Chicks. Don't tell the 78,000 viewers. Don't tell us. Tell your fiance. That's how I feel about it. And hopefully, he will adhere your requests, and y'all will live a happy life with your happy baby. Ooh, this is a long one. Number 6. Talk to me.
My husband of 11 years became violently ill and his face and feet broke out in hives. After waiting overnight with him in the ER, he was diagnosed with hand, foot, and mouth disease, a highly contagious virus that usually strikes toddlers. Our kids are grown. The doctor asked him if he had any contact with children recently, and my husband said, I must have got it when I dropped my son off at daycare. And that's how I found out my husband has a love child with my friend's 19-year-old daughter. My friend had no idea that her daughter was sleeping with my husband. My husband used to visit the 19-year-old on her college campus, and she dropped out to have the baby. The girl's father pistol whipped my husband and tried to shoot him, but the gun jammed. Hubby pooped his pants. I hate him and want nothing but the worst for him, but we're too poor to divorce. Plus, it's too cold to be homeless in Chicago. Still, I'm hurting, ashamed, and I want revenge. I'm willing to pay for the best revenge ideas. Advice.
Well, the only advice that I have for you, if you're willing to pay for it, is I will get banned from Twitch if I say it. So we're just going to end this one right here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm getting off now. I'm going to sleep. So yeah, thank you, YouTube, for watching through this video. The advice that I can give you is not suitable for online. So yeah, y'all have a safe night, and be easy. Take care.